addicts, welcome back to the American Girl Addiction. Very fast shipping. The new collector doll has arrived. She's wrapped in this tissue paper as usual. So it's time for the grand reveal. All right, here she is out of her box. So let's look at the hat first so I can take it off so it won't mess up her hair. But yeah, this strap goes around her chin. Looks like this, and it looks very similar, or not very similar, but it low-key looks inspired by Taylor Swift's like Ringmaster outfit from the We Are Never Getting Back Together video. You know, the black bottoms, the boots, the red. I'm like, is American Girl in the red era? I don't know. Let's take this off. It's got like the lettering on the side of the hat, and it also has this little plastic thing in here, I guess to help it keep its shape. You can remove it. I haven't yet because I don't want it to get crushed. It doesn't go all the way to the top, so you can see this was just from taking it out of the box. I accidentally grabbed it and that already kind of messed with it. So I recommend being extremely careful, especially if a child's going to be playing with this. Like, you might want to get them like a different hat. And then let's see, so we have these boots. They're like slick and shiny. We've got these golden laces and they Velcro in the back. And she's got these white gloves. They're short. They come on and off pretty easily as far as I can tell. They kind of resemble the ones from Cecile's accessories, except they don't have like the finger outline sewn on. At least I think Cecile's are the ones that are like that. And we have this black tulle skirt. The belt is separately. It comes on and off with, again, Velcro in the back, but the dress is like a pull string where it has the elastic waist. So you don't have to worry about the Velcro catching on the tulle, at least not on the skirt's part. So we have these multi-layers with satin underneath. And then we have this sparkly belt, as I mentioned, and the stones and gems on the jacket. So this here Velcros from the front. It's a lot like the Nutcracker Boy outfit. I was making Taylor Swift videos with it, so I'm just going to lean them back here so that it's easier to compare. So the jackets aren't super identical, but they both have these on the sleeve. They both have like the red and gold and black color scheme, but it is very common for Christmas. So they're not super similar. I actually put this outfit together before American Girl released this because I was going to make a Taylor Swift video. So I just thought that was ironic that American Girl released this after I had made that. But that's kind of how the Nutcracker shirt from the prints from a few years ago compares to this top. This one has the rhinestones or whatever gems they are on the sleeve. Nice collar. And then we get to her earrings were not super visible in the online pictures that American Girl had. They're kind of reminiscent of, I think it's the garnet, but it might be the ruby from the gemstone, like birthstone, birthday, whatever collection of earrings that American Girl had for the dolls. That was like way back in the day. They had that and they're kind of reminiscent of those. Then we have her, and her skin is darker in person. The camera lighting, I don't know, kind of makes her look a little paler. She kind of has this light brown skin. She kind of reminds me of Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender, or Korra from also, you know, that same universe. She has these nice blue eyes, and she does have the drawn on makeup, and there's like a little bit of like glitter, or like either that or the light catches her eyelashes there. It's really pretty either way, and she does look a little weird when she's like laying down, but that isn't really an issue for me. I've never minded that much. And then her hair is this brown, and it was surprisingly curly. I expected more waves, but the box does mention, you know, care for curly hair. So I thought that was kind of interesting that it was so curly. I'm wondering if it is going to be, that's probably the reason I had her here earlier. I wonder if their hair, like, texture and curls are going to be pretty similar. They actually, if you have this doll, their skin tones are pretty similar, although I think this one might be slightly darker. And they have similar highlights up the top. So they're not identical. Obviously, their face molds and eye color are different, but they do look pretty similar. And she is gorgeous. Not necessarily $300 gorgeous, which is part of the reason I'm glad I was able to get, you know, a discount on her. But yeah, I feel like overall she is a very pretty doll. Again, if you could get her on sale, you know, with like the Wow Gifts $20 off thing that's been going around, or any kind of like reward certificate, that I think would be slightly better, because she is very expensive. Although I wonder how much of that is kind of built-in shipping costs, because just because American Girl ships them free doesn't mean, you know, it doesn't cost them anything. And she came in a huge box. I was shocked at how big the shipping box was. So that must have cost a considerable amount, because I know, you know, from some experience, shipping is not as cheap as it used to be. So overall, yeah, I say she is gorgeous. I love her. I love her hair and her face mold. She doesn't look quite as much like Leah as I thought she would. But she does still, she kind of, I don't know, it looks like a lot of the like Truly Me's with this face mold, if that makes sense. So it's kind of changed over the years and evolved, so it doesn't look as much like Josefina as it used to, but she is still very pretty, and I do recommend her. I can't wholeheartedly recommend her at this price point, but if you can get her at a discounted price, I think she's a great addition to any collection, and she might be my favorite of the holiday dolls that American Girl has released. We'll see what happens with the other ones American Girl is supposedly releasing later this year, but so far I really like this one.